Welcome back to America Right Now. Monday is Halloween, our annual tradition filled with ghosts and goblins and, of course, witches. So why not look back at a dark period of our colonial era that pit neighbor against neighbor, the Salem witch trials. Folks, grab your brooms, fire up those cauldrons, and get ready to take a trip back in time. Freedom fact number 1, double, double, toil and trouble. Picture it, Massachusetts, 1692. Cases of alleged magic created some of the most notorious mass hysteria in American history. More than 200 people accused of practicing witchcraft. 19 ultimately executed. It all started when the Reverend Samuel Parris's daughter Elizabeth and his niece Abigail started exhibiting strange, unexplainable behavior. The local doctor diagnosing them with bewitchment, starting a wave of young girls coming forward with the same peculiar behavior. Sarah Good, Sarah Osborne, and the Parris family's slave Tituba were among the first 3 women targeted as witches. While Good and Osborne maintained their innocence, Tituba confessed. Bridget Bishop is remembered in history as the first person convicted and hanged for witchcraft in June of 1692. Pets were not immune either. 2 dogs were killed because of all the alleged links to the devil. Massachusetts Governor William Phips eventually pardoned the rest of those in prison. Freedom fact number 2, let's delve a little deeper into the backstory of the witch trials. The belief in witchcraft and the supernatural emerged in Europe as early as the 14th century. Those beliefs dominated the culture of colonial New England, most pointedly the rural Puritan community of Salem Village, well known for its tension among its residents and infighting between neighbors over property lines and even church privileges. Controversy ensued once the Reverend Parris became Salem Village's first ordained minister in 1689 and gained a reputation for strict orthodoxy and even greed. The villagers, dealing with the after effects of a smallpox epidemic, the recent British war with France and the colonies, and fears of attacks from Native American tribes, all were led to believe that this bad karma was Satan's work. Freedom fact number 3, the Massachusetts General Court declared a day of fasting in January 1697 in remembrance of the tragedy of the Salem witch trials. Leading Justice Samuel Sewell and one of the accusers, Ann Putnam, publicly confessed and apologized for the roles that they played after the court deemed the trials unlawful. In 1711, Massachusetts passed legislation restoring the good names of those condemned and providing restitution to the families and their descendants. In 1957, the state of Massachusetts issued a formal apology for the witch trials. On the 300th anniversary, in 1992, a memorial park was dedicated to those executed. And this past May, 329 years after she was convicted of witchcraft, Elizabeth Johnson was formally exonerated and became the last person pardoned. Freedom fact number 4, today Salem is a thriving tourist destination, especially during the Halloween season, known as the Witch City. The mascot for Salem High School is a witch. One public elementary school is known as Witchcraft Heights, and even police cars proudly display witch logos. Popular tourist attractions include the Witch Museum, the Witch Dungeon and Museum, and the Witch House. Historical stops include the House of the Seven Gables, the Charter Street and Broad Street cemeteries, and the Salem Heritage Trail. And freedom fact number 5, Hocus Pocus Hokum. From Samantha Stevens to Sabrina the Teenage Witch, the Salem witch trials have put a spell on American media and pop culture for decades. The trials are most notably recognized in Arthur Miller's 1953 play, The Crucible, but Disney's Hocus Pocus and its recently released sequel have definitely kept the pot boiling. So cast a spell or 2 of your own this Halloween and have some fun. And that's a look at your Freedom Facts for the week. Up next, a local Louisiana nonprofit is making this Halloween much sweeter for kids in their neighborhood. You're watching America Right Now.